The purpose of this video is to introduce you to Dynamics GP menu and how specific menu items allow the retrieval of information. With any system, you want to learn how to retrieve information, query the data, let yourself have that intellectual curiosity to figure out the system. The video begins at the server desktop window. This is the window that each member of your group sees after logging on to the College of Business server. The illustration uses the Fabricam company, which requires first the login to Dynamics GP, and then the selection of the Fabricam company from the drop-down. At the lower left-hand corner is the date, which is a user system date, which you can change. It's the company that you are logged into, which you can also change. And also the user, which can be changed. We're going to view Smart List, Inquiry, Reports, and Report Writer. Now the Smart List is a tool within Dynamics that is used for querying data. The system provides many default or templates, which you can change. We will take a look at one, which is the financial, and we'll take a look at account transactions, and we will look at the current payroll journal. As you can see, because it's a template or default, it pulls automatically certain information, the journal entry, the date, the account number, along with the description, and then the debits and the credits. If you wanted to make any changes, add columns, filter, you may do that. So you may modify existing or create your own. Something that's very important to note is that user access. You want to define that for security and control purposes. You don't want everybody being able to access all information. The next item that we'll look at is the query, and the drop-down has several items that you can select. We will focus on financial and take a look at some summary information. Now, Inquiry provides a means for drilling down that you can start with summary information or summary data and view detailed records. So what we will do is we'll just take a look at cash for payroll. You've got your other drop down for the various years. We'll stay with 2017, and we'll just take a look at the first period. We can see there's a credit of $43,414. If we wanted to look at that in greater detail, we'd simply click on the credit, and then we can see all the credits then for the month of January 2017. To look further at an entry to see what comprised all the debits and credits, we would take a look at the journal entry, in this case for the document 2557. And then we can see we have payroll computer checks, and we see all the debits and credits for the accounts for that particular transaction. You can expand and contract the fields here. Inquiry, as with Smart List, you want to restrict user access. You want to have that defined because, again, you don't want everybody being able to look at everything. The next item that we'll look at is reports. And again, from the drop down, you can see that there are numerous areas for reports that are generated. We'll focus on financial reports and look first at the trial balance, just a couple trial balances. One, we will look at a quick detailed trial balance. And this is for the year 2017. This trial balance defaults based on the year shown. And as you can tell, it's many pages long, but it shows every single entry, the debit and credit for each account. If we wanted something a little bit more summarized, we may look at a quick summary. This report simply provides the account number, a description, what the beginning balance is, and then provides the net change and the ending balance. Now, neither quick detail or quick summary or any of the trial balance reports are going to provide any type of drill down. This is pulling information from the various tables, and it's just reporting the information. There's no drill down capability. Next, let's look at financial statements, and we'll take a look at the balance sheet. Now, the balance sheet was built from the system offered template and then modified to fit for Fabricam. So this is the balance sheet listing our assets and current assets, long-term assets are here somewhere, property, plant, and equipment. Now, we generally do not have a current year-to-date for the balance sheet. So if you wanted to change that, you would need to go into Advanced Financial. And you would do this to change any of the financial statement reports. So we have the balance sheet that we would want to change, and you would change that via this layout window. Here's our current year-to-date that we would change. Because the GP financial statements are not quite as user-friendly or easy to build, there is a separate tool, FRX, that is used to build reports. And these reports are not only easier to build, but more useful for the user. This is a tool that uses data from the Dynamics GP database. It does not store data, nor is it used to input data. All it does is retrieve data from the system. Now, the login for the FRX is the same login that you will use, that you use for your GP login. And then it is from this screen that you will build your financial statements and other reports. As you'll see in a subsequent video, FRX has the benefit of allowing drill down. Lastly, I want to look at Report Writer, which is the GP tool for constructing reports. And this is just to show you the reports that come with Dynamics GP. So from Tools to Custom and then to Report Writer. And it is for Microsoft Dynamics GP. And if we take a look at reports, you can see there are many, many reports already built in the system. And you can use these reports as designed, or you can modify the reports. Using the various icons here at the right if you want to make any changes to those through those reports. That concludes the introduction to menu items on Dynamics GP for retrieving information. It's important to remember on any system that you're using, how do you retrieve the data? All systems may be different, but they're designed and built in a similar manner. You want to know how to retrieve data and information, how to query the data, and then for reports. What reports come with the system? How do I modify them? How do I create them? What additional programs or tools are available that can create reports using the system's data? And then most importantly, you want to know what is user access, what security and controls are in place to limit user access to protect company data and information.